Underdog the whole season. Do you feel comfortable with that role, or do you kind of take offense that people aren't taking notice of what you've accomplished?
It's kind of bittersweet, you know. I mean, I'm comfortable taking the role, but then, you know, I've proven people wrong over and over again. So I'm kind of tired of hearing like the Uriah Hall hype trains. But I don't know. It's kind of bittersweet. It's whatever.
I talked to him yesterday. He was very complimentary of you. He said that, you know, he really liked your work ethic. He felt like you improved a ton during your time on the show. What are your thoughts on him? I mean, do you like the guy overall?
Yeah, I like Uriah. Uriah's a cool guy. We had a great friendship here in the show, and I have nothing bad to say about him. You know. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Did you guys go together a lot in practice? He said you were one of the only guys that he thought he could go full speed with because you could. What did you think of your experiences together?
Yeah. You know, some of the guys were complaining about, you know, he was going too hard or whatever sparring. You know, I'd be one of those guys who'd be like, okay, I'll step in and spar with him, and we'd bang. You know, we'd get in some battles here in the practice room.
You know, in a reality show, it's hard to tell what really happened and then just, you know, how they're editing it. But it seemed that they were kind of promoting this idea that people were afraid of Uriah in the house, and, you know, to go up against him. Did you feel that at all while you were taping the show? Or were there guys who were actually scared to get in there with him?
I feel that people were probably scared of him, but I didn't actually see it until the show was edited and stuff.
Because you didn't get that feeling necessarily.
I wasn't getting the feeling.
What about when you were sitting in practice and Chael would say things like, you know, this guy's ready for Anderson Silva, he's ready to be a contender, I've been a contender for 5 years. That was a big moment in the show in some of those episodes. What was going through your mind in that, like cool, but I'm sitting over here and I'm not doing too bad myself? Was there any feeling like that?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I thought that was pretty cool of Chael to say that. You know, good for him. Uriah is really talented, and I hope he does well. But you know, I have plans for myself, and yeah, I'm here to take care of business, man.
Were there any similar conversations that he had with you that maybe we didn't see and they didn't show? I mean, did he have talks with you like he seemed to have with Uriah?
Yeah, I mean, we saw a little bit of the show. You know, he's saying that Chael would tell me, you know, nobody's been able to keep up with me yet and stuff. So yeah, he'd have little chats with me about that. So, and compliment me, not like Uriah, you know, but which still doesn't bother me. But yeah.
So Uriah went and trained with Ronda too. Did that upset you?
It did. Nah, man, it's good for him, man. I wish him the best, man. He's a good guy.
A lot's been made of your wrestling strengths. What do you feel about your striking? Is that being underestimated in any way?
I feel that it is, and it's been underestimated, but and you know, that's fine. You know, I'm ready to prove people wrong again.
And being that you had sparred so much with Uriah during the show, do you feel that you found anything that might be a weakness of his that you can really work to exploit in the fight?
Well, obviously he's a striker, and my strength is in the ground game. So, I mean, that's his weakness, is the ground game. He's not bad at it, but still, it's my strong point. His strong point is striking. So it's kind of a original matchup, you know, striker versus grappler.
Chael had also said that in the span of the show that you had improved more than anyone he's ever seen. Did you ever really get to sit down and talk with Chael and maybe specifically pick his brain about anything that he felt that you had really improved on?
No, not really. No.
How much does it mean to you to be, you know, at your age and accomplishing all this already? Is that make it even more special?
Yeah, man. You know, I've been fighting for 2 years. You know, not even, you know, 2 years pretty much. And you know, I'm already here fighting the UFC, making my dreams come true, and I think that's a great accomplishment. You know, at this young age, I think I have a huge and successful career ahead of me.
Do you think it takes a little bit of the pressure off you that you don't, you know, you have a lot of time ahead, you don't have to get it done right away, and you're already here, so you know you don't have to have that pressure to perform right now?
Not really, man. I mean, I pretty much put the pressure on myself, you know, to win. I really want to win this contract, and that's what it's here for. And you know, I want to be in this company for a long time and make a name for myself.
You talked about the, you know, the Uriah hype train that's going on. I mean, do you think a lot of that is warranted or not?
Wouldn't be more.
Like, do you think people are getting carried away, or do you think it's just that the fact that he performed very well and people are taking notice, or do you think it's kind of like out of control what people are saying about it?
You know, it varies. Sometimes it gets out of control, sometimes. But he did perform, and he deserves it. So, you know, according to his performance, people are going by that, and he's looked spectacular.
Where are you feeling that hype the most? Is it just from watching the show, or is it from reading stories about him? Like, why do you say that he's being hyped? You know, what's behind
Yeah, you know, sometimes I take a look at the forums and see what's going on. You know, the next Anderson, or he should fight Anderson Silva next and stuff, which is ridiculous. But that you know, mostly on forums.
Yeah. But how big of an advantage could it be for you just because you have seen him? He's kind of unorthodox. Do you think that it almost benefits you more than him that you've seen him, because sometimes he surprises guys just because he's a little different? Would you agree with that at all, or is that
No, I mean, I think he still has some moves up his sleeve still, and we haven't seen the absolute all of Uriah Hall, and we definitely haven't seen all of me and my skill set. So I think we're both gonna have a good fight. We both have moves up our sleeves, and it's gonna be good.
Ultimately, I mean, I guess the goal is for you to get that UFC contract. I mean, that's all it's about. But would it be, you know, a little extra special beating Uriah because of all the hype that's around him? Because
yeah, definitely, man. You know, I love proving people wrong, man, and especially in this case, I'm the heavy underdog and he's the heavy favorite, man. And it'll be good to know that I prove people wrong.
then maybe you can call it Anderson Silva.
I don't know about that one.
Last one for Kelvin Gastelum.
Did you enjoy the show?
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. It was a great experience. I was surrounded by a great group of guys and a great group of coaches, man. And it was, you know, one of the best experiences of my life, for sure.
Thank you, Kelvin. Good luck.